Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is to the moon. So, last time we learned a good bit about River's condition. There's a certain incident that's been referenced, after which she started making the rabbits. And Johnny pulled up this memento, right after Neil had to ingest some pickled olives. Great scene. Wait, don't you dare! Don't worry, sheesh! See, I'm doing it by the books. Hulk smash! Couldn't resist. Neil, seriously. I'm trying to get into this, and you're ruining the mood. Totally worth it. Here we go. Now remember, this one is difficult because the paper itself is white, so how do you tell? How can you tell? What's what? What is even real? It says 4? Okay. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, just... Yes, the puzzle itself is not hard, it's just perceiving it accurately. That's the tick. So it's a letter of some kind. May I read it? Please? No? Okay. It's on the front door of the lighthouse. And that's where we start. Crikey nutcrackers! You aren't Australian. Who cares? We're like 20 billion nanometers off the ground and standing on a damn flagpole! Just jump down, it's not like you can be hurt here. Are you kidding me? It's a freaking skydive! You can't you can't get off, God, I hate it when this happens. I swear, if this place... Ava, what the fuck? Wuss. It's just like the Matrix, bro. Don't let it get in your head. Why would they abandon her like this? I suppose she's just no longer needed. No longer needed? By ships, I mean. You know how it is, now that everything has GPS and all that. Look, River. This place means a lot to me too, and I've been thinking. In our current state, things have been pretty stable. If we save well, in a few years we could afford to build a house on top of here. It's going to be a squeeze, but I'm sure we'd be able to see her from the window! In the morning, at night, we'd always be nearby. And we could walk here anytime. She'll never be alone again, John. I'll be able to watch over her every day. Yeah, we will. Good for them. You gotta be kidding me. You remember what happens, don't you? It's like watching a train wreck. The ending isn't any more important than any of the moments leading to it. Yeah. Don't be sad because it's over. Be happy that it happened. The important thing is that over here, they're happy. Let's move on. Unless there's a memory link. Just, okay. Just nice. Wait a minute. They were referring to the lighthouse as Anya, weren't they? I suppose so. Then that river, she declined treatment for the sake of a lighthouse? Isn't that a bit too extreme? I've seen stranger things in the course of the job. Me too, but I can never wrap my head around it. It's none of our business anyway. She's not our client. That's another thing about Asperger's. You tend to get really fixated on something, and yeah, you have difficulty letting it go. In her case, it was lighthouses. And the note should be updated now. Yep. Someone that John and River cared a lot for. And that explains his reaction as well. Well. But they're happy now, right? And we're gonna fix up Johnny's wish, and then theoretically it all works. Hopefully. Is this a paper rabbit? It is. Alright. So this is still going on at this point. If only there was a diagonal the other way. But you can see the bulbs are grayed out, you can't use them. Oh my god! There's little leaves swirling through the puzzle. That's cute. I think I've got it. It's always so scary when you start, because you know if you've messed it up, then you're already done. But sometimes you just gotta take that plunge, because it just can't sit there forever. River? Yellow paper rabbit. Dear Lord, not again! Yes, again. There are consistent themes in all our lives. Should have expected. Piano's probably an old baby grand piano. How the heck did they move this thing upstairs? Who knows, but I bet it'd be a piece of cake for the TARDIS! Oh, Doctor Who reference. Not really. You can't even get it through its door. That's true. True. Well, that settles it. Moving pianos is a pain in the arse for everybody, even Time Lords. It'd probably take an entire episode to get it inside. I wouldn't mind seeing such an episode. Me neither. It sounds pretty epic. Then, like, you know, the Doctor's gonna try to do some fangled science trick on it, and all the common sense characters are like, no, 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 no! Oh no, the music. We were laughing. You went out for a haircut this early in the morning? So this is like just after the incident. What are you making there? Rabbits. Did you see the rabbit I left for you? Yeah. Tell me about that rabbit. Huh? And this came back in their final scene together, too. Describe the rabbit. It was yellow. What else? A bit puffy. And? Well, it's just a paper rabbit. I don't know how else to describe it. There's something she's trying to say. You're acting strange, River. Is something wrong? River? I don't know about you, but I'm getting some inverse deja vu. I think I know of her condition, but this is rather odd even for that. You think she's... Do you? They never actually say it, but, you know. Perhaps, who knows? But like you said, she's not our client. Let's just get what we're paid for over with. I guess they just didn't want to label River, you know? Many long strands of orange hair. Rivers. See her as a person first and all that. So this is the day she started it, huh? So does that mean we're about to find out what kicked it off? Three, huh? Yeah, got it. I thought for a second there was one sticking out, and I was like, no! But no, so far so good. I'm gonna mess it up at some point, and I'm just gonna have to live with that. But, for now I am keeping my perfect record. So the platypus in the car reminds us of what exactly? Oh yeah. Often people with Asperger's have really strong recall. Like some might call photographic memory. Especially for like rote memory type stuff. This is where the house used to be, isn't it? Where it will be. The house that never should have been. I mean, really, what is it about unusually high and dangerous places that attract people? Acrophobia. Something Neil has? Is that what it's gonna say? Something that Johnny and River apparently didn't have. You got a sense of humor. Good thing they got the arrows, because I don't know where I would go. I don't know where to go. Sometimes I just need someone to point me in the right direction. But I'm not seeing anything. Over here. Okay, 3 more links. Uno. Is that why you approached me back then? Yeah. What about now? I suppose it's just a part of it. Look, it was a long time ago. It's not too relevant now, but Izzy said I should tell you the truth. I shouldn't have tainted our first meeting like that, but you know. What is that? A hacky sack? Can you throw this as far as where Anya's at? I don't know. You want me to try? Would you? River! Are you insane? Get away from there! I think this memory isn't too far from the last. Well, if it's his memory, why couldn't we hear what the thing was? Think they may be connected? Probably. I mean, I know it's for the pacing of the story and all, but still, that's like... it's a little bit annoying. Right here. Oh. Why did she cut her hair anyway? I like long hair. Well, it's not about you, is it? How far along are we? I guess I'll get to, young adult Johnny then. Young adult teenage. I don't know what it is. Because I took forever on that one puzzle, but I know that's not going to define the length. 4, huh? Yeah. This is actually one of the ones I remember. Yeah. Okay. Thankfully, not all of them are melt in my brain. Oh, yeah. Remember this. Everyone with it is different, John. Just because she and I share the syndrome doesn't mean we share the same head. But you must be able to help somehow. Everything was okay at first, but now she's even more aloof than before. Even when we're in the same room, she's never really there. It's starting to take a toll on me. I just don't know how to take it anymore. Well, I can't speak for her, but many of us do long for connections. Though, being able to articulate it is a different story. Just because she struggles to express it, it doesn't mean she doesn't feel anything. She's still there, right? Sometimes you just have to have faith that she cares. That's pretty difficult to do day in and day out. I know. Wait, but why do you seem so normal, Izzy? I mean, don't you have the same condition? For one, I was diagnosed when I was still young. With effort, it's not impossible to acquire guise of social norms systematically. But you know what? I both envy and pity River. Me? I'm an actress because I've been doing it all my life. Not only on stage, but off stage, and at practically every moment. I've gotten good at it because acting is the only option I have. It's the only way for me to be normal. But River, she never did that. She remained an outcast and refused to learn to step against it. I don't know if it was by choice or by limit, whether bravery or cowardice. There are days when I just can't stand faking it anymore. And then I realize that it's too late. The Isabel that people know of is all an act, and the real me has long become a stranger. I think in the end, I just envy her. That sounds rough. I can relate a small bit. Asperger's actually is kind of in my family line and my father's line. I'm not a full-blown case. Definitely not. But I have tendencies here and there that I kind of have to overcorrect for. So, yeah, I kind of get that a little bit. Huh, I've never met a woman with it before. Then technically you still haven't met one. Yeah, we're in a simulation after all. This isn't part of our business. Let's move. Oh, Johnny's coming out now. Anything new today? No. What are you rereading there? He already knows. The Emperor's New Clothes. I loved this when I was young. Still do, huh? Of course. Just for different reasons. The Emperor's New Clothes is all about a guy pretending that he's regal and ornate when really he's just naked. And she doesn't want to hide who she is. Right? Something like that. When I was a kid, I loved the Animorphs series. I saw those in the library a lot. I always like to flip through and see the transformations in the front cover. I know. Your mother gave you a book from it as a wedding present. Heh, yeah. That was one odd wedding present. I guess I was pretty obsessed with it when I was a kid. Why haven't you read them since? I saw them. They're collecting dust in the garage. Well, I just grew out of them, I guess. I mean, they're children's books. What's wrong with reading children's books? They're comforting. I suppose so. I think I'm going to get this one. I wonder if she views other people as strange when they just get sick of things and decide to leave them behind. But you know, that's part of life, you know, the hedonic treadmill and all. Things do eventually just lose their appeal after a while. The world would be a lot more beautiful if people just remembered faces more. Yeah, that's something I never talked about. Anyone who isn't directly related to John is just kind of a blurry face in the background. But I mean, that's probably true for a lot of for a lot of our memories, right? I mean, you can't remember everyone who was there at all given times, right? Maybe I need to poke John. Okay. Oh, gosh. It's all over the place. What are you, Dr. Manhattan? There! I just poked you! Stop warping! He checked out a book. Tobias, Hawk, Rachel, Grizzly, Jake, Tiger, Marco, Gorilla, David, Cobra, Cassie, Wolf. Why? Oh, just wondering. You could have just Googled it. Memento. And the funny thing is, that's the solution to a puzzle, and she's literally telling you, you could have just gone on the internet if you're having trouble. But what about David's? He's my favorite character. It's like telling the player, like, dude, if you're really struggling, just go to Google. I don't know. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sorry, I thought Neil knew. Animorphs, have you read it? No? Yes! Really? Sort of. The way I did. Oh, do you know what the animal is David's main morph? Well, we just heard, didn't we? Booyah. Oh yeah, a cobra! I really wish they kept the old covers instead of these plain sheets. Those were cool. Those were cool. Absolutely. That was mind-blowing as a kid. I'm not yours, you're not mine. Be my anti-Valentine. Hey, River, this one's not that corny. Kind of is. River? She's with the other you. Maybe this is when you realized she was aloof and went to talk to them, and then we got wibbly wobbly timey wimey. I don't know. Okay, 5. I think I got it. I think. Yes! It's more tense than it should be. Than it has any right to be. But I'm a perfectionist, yo! Note, Animorphs. So, we're going to the wedding, right? And you no longer have a stash. So, yeah, young adult. Aw, everyone's leaving already? But I just got here. Party don't start till I walk in. Seems to happen to you a lot at parties. Oh, go save your childish jabs for the insecure. Ah, cute. Let me just, poke around. Johnny's favorite childhood books. Nothing seems to have changed, but that's okay. Okay, I have no idea how long this episode is running, but, you know, clearing another time leap seems like a good place to leave off. So, where does that leave us? Well, River's making rabbits, and it's because of something Johnny told her, which we could have eavesdropped on. I don't know why I didn't allow that, but that's okay. Because we're gonna find out anyway. And it's like Rivers wants to communicate something, but her disorder keeps her from being direct about it. Yeah, I like have to think a bit sometimes before the right words reach me. So I'm just imagining that, but like it never comes, and that would be really painful, I would imagine. But you know what? It's a wedding, so it's probably a happy scene next time at the very least to start us off. So, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.